What's up, everybody? Soul here with another sort of Convallaria video. Today we're going to talk about our girl Flavia, put her in a team comp. I'm sure everybody's messing with if they've got her and the other witches, and kind of have some fun and see what they can do as a team. The power creep is real. These characters are very powerful, and so you don't really have to do a lot. As you can see, I've got level 50 items, and she still feels good. Still does a good job. And so she's all about, for me, controlling the field, the terrain, and then she's able to fill multiple roles. I'll show it all here in the video, give you a layout of how we do. We more or less just destroy our opponents slowly over time in the most agonizing way possible. And then of course you got Estra in the group just killing people. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. As you see right here, we got Mrs. Flavia. On her, we're rocking that Invigorating Strike, that Lush Vitality, Vital Force, Breath of Cornucopia, and Nature's Protection. We have got her Life Fondness on her, the Old Scrolls of August, and we're running the Sword and Pentacle because we want that constant 10% attack and defense buff on her. She's not really taking damage or getting hit, so this is perfect. And then we're rocking that Course of Fortune on her. Really good stuff. We got that extra effect there. And then we're getting that magic attacks, which we're primarily interested in. That defense is great for our flower. Up next on the team is Luvata. With Miss Luvata right here, we've got Fiery Wings, Wall of Ember. We've brought Fiery Wings of Freedom. I like the mobility. I like the effects it has on the terrain. And I like to get in and around those opponents and just burn them to death. We got Leaping Flames, and then we got Searing Gaze. For her weapon, we're rocking her signature weapon, their Nirvana. Oops. We've got that Roaring Flint, and then we're rolling that Wand and Cup because we want that engraving resonance. And then for her Tarot Whisper, we have got the Verdict of Justice with that hidden effect of increased crit damage. This is a fantastic Tarot Whisper on her. After that, we got our girl Estra. Estra, we are rocking Spine Pierce, Shadow Evasion, No Restraints. We're rocking the Potions, and we've got Thunder Arrow. For her weapon, we are rolling the Void Stab. And then for her trinket, I'm truly enjoying the Evergreen Pendant. And then we're rocking the Sword and Cup for that lifesteal and boost to damage. Really, really strong combo. She's more like a bruiser. She does a ton of damage, and she's very hardy and can take damage. I just love it. She's like a femme Terminator. And then for the Tarot Whisper, we got Verdict of Justice with that hidden effect to increase crit damage. Really, really enjoying this build. Up next in the group is Beryl, and Mrs. Beryl here is rolling with her Scorching Attack. We've got Cutie as her reaction. We got Wall of Flame as one of her abilities. Boom as her second ability. And then we're picked up Energy Restoration on the last slot. Really turning those tiles into fire, burning everything, and doing good damage all the while. That's what we're really after with her in this build. We are running that Diffusing Prism on her. Love those AoE strikes and the AoE damage and getting some piercing out of it. And then for that trinket, we just picked up Fancy Hat. It's nice and simple. Keeps her from being muted. Or disrupted, I should say. She can't be silenced. And yeah, nice little magic defense buff on that. And then for that resonance, we're running the Wand and the Cup because we want that engraving resonance. And then for her Tarot Whisper, we got Dream of the Magician. Of course, we're really interested in that magic attack percentage. But that hidden effect is really nice because we get up to 24% bonus damage with those extra enemies hit. Really good stuff there. Rounding the team up is a character, Coco. She was the highest rated character in the game, and she got demoted. Unfortunately, Estra is now the highest rated character in the game according to my tier list. Make sure you go check that out if you haven't already. On her, we are rocking the Armor Piercing Strike, Stay Strong, Coco's Treasure Chest, Iron Pot Stew, and that Potluck Protector. We are running the Brutal Axe, Mystery Guardian, and we got the Double Pinnacle because we want that bonus HP percentage at max if possible. Really, really good stuff there in her. And then we're running that Silence of the Hermit because we want to make sure we want to make sure that we do as little damage as possible, or they do as little damage to us as possible. So damage mitigation is really, really good on her. And so that is her build. And yeah. So in this team, I'm going to show you an example battle. We're going to talk a little bit about it. You're going to see how I more or less just affect the terrain, utilize them to burn and hurt my opponents while getting buffs from the terrain thanks to Flavia, and just having a good whole time. Here we are. This is our Tower of Conquest. Right away, Flavia gets to work. We move the flower up, get some hits in, decent damage, nothing too crazy. We're going to buff with Coco. Coco, as I said, was the strongest character in the game. She's not now, according to my tier list, the highest rating. Really good damage there from Beryl. Estra now overtakes her, and one big difference, and really illustrative of the power creep, is that, look at that, we took those tiles up, it's beautiful, is that Coco required 5 stars to have that amazing rating. Estra only needs 1 star, and yet she still comes in really strong. It's crazy. Really good damage there from Estra. Good stuff from Coco. Terrain is totally being dominated by our team. No issues there. Bottom group totally destroyed. More control of the terrain. More tiles set up for fire. We're getting the buff off that grass. It's really good stuff. Or I should say we could. We're not actually getting the buff because we're not running the passive, but regardless, we could be getting the buff from the grass. Good stuff there. They're walking in the fire. Their movement is limited. We switch the flower up and do some decent damage. That assistant cover is really good. Beautiful stuff there. Just go ahead and set up new flower field. The burn doesn't bother us thanks to Flavia. Just can't be bothered by any of this. New position, roaring flint, decent damage. Flower tanks it like it's nothing. Estra hitting for almost 17,000. There you have it. The quick, the dirty. It's a really fun team to run. The way you affect and keep the terrain, and you have total dominance there. Set everything on fire. Let your opponents walk into it and just burn, burn, burn. Flavia just keeps creating more and more grass. She's got a plant that can do it all. The damage, the heals, the tanks. It's really, really good. You got Coco in there providing a little bit of everything as far as that energy cost down and the cooldown down. Really good stuff there. Giving us a little bit of a crit damage too. And then, yeah, Estra, just a monster. Comes through and smacks everything around. You got Beryl on the team. She's great because she can give a little bit of energy as well. But she also affects the terrain as well and does good damage. So she's a fantastic all-rounder in a way that fits in there too. This team is absolutely a blast to play and clears content with really no issue. If you come across a team that has burn resistance that can't be scorched, then you switch it up. You go more direct with your damage and you just try to kill them that way. And Luvata kind of drops off in those situations. However, Estra does not care. And Estra will come in and take everyone to town and hurt them for it. And so this team still has a lot of utility even in that situation. But I would argue that in that situation where Scorch isn't an option, then you definitely are not enjoying Luvata in this team as much. With that all said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you run this team. You've had the opportunity to experiment and play with it. That's what these games are all about, right? The characters you get, that's what makes it fun. Switching it up, Flavia is what you'd consider quote-unquote non-meta, but man, she is absolutely a beast. She is really, really strong. I'll show it here on the screen. She's got a very high rating. She's coming in a bonkers way. She's got that 58.5 rating, which I actually need to revisit because I'm looking at the Luna Flora and I've been playing with it. And I don't take into account that it gets an assisted cover, so she'll have a higher tanking rating, honestly, than that. If we go by that, we'll take a look at it regardless. But yeah, just a strong character. More illustrative of how those characters that were part of the original conception of the game are falling behind. And these new characters, like Estra, even as an all-rounder, are huge and are strong, powerful characters. I digress. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you drop me a like and a subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Really appreciate your support. And if you're interested, there's a link down below for our Patreon. We'd be glad to have your support there. There's a link for our Discord. Make sure you check that out. We talk about all things sort of Convallaria and then some. And yeah, I wish you the best in all of your adventures, sort of Convallaria and then some. Take it easy, and until next time. Bye.